Are we going to the farmhouse?
Hey, that would be cool. It sounds vaguely familiar. We've been there before, right? What else did we do there? This I have got to see.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, what? Ow! I could sink a yard of ale right now. Guardian, I think I remember this place. Yeah, I've seen this place before somewhere.
I'm fine. It's nice and warm in here. It's helped a lot. I still feel a little confused, but I think all that before, the anger, it's all gone now. Sure. Okay. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Uh-huh. They took me down the mountain. I remember a stream and a huge city carved into the rocks. He was furious. He had a big argument with some other Thalmor, but these guys were different. More important. They placed me in a cell, and when they came for me, he was not with them. I tried to struggle, but they hit me and forced me to drink something and placed a sack over my head. That's about it, until I want my life back. I realize now it was all a lie. How my life has never been mine? Not really. I want to rediscover myself without the point of my blade in someone's guts, without blood in the dirt. I want to discover why I have this dream I keep having, what it is she's trying to tell me. I want to feel the warmth of the sun on my face again, and I want to go home. I don't want to care about that bastard anymore. I don't want to be afraid or have to keep looking over my shoulder. I don't want to live with a killer inside of me, to be a chosen one, or be the son I never was or ever could be. I want to be free, Guardian. And I don't want to play this game anymore! By the gods, I feel sick. I remember everything. Dragonborn, why are you even here? Why are you helping me? And I care for you too, more than you will ever know. I think you know that, right? And I still do. I do love you. I love you with all my heart. Oh, my silly Dragonborn. That is for you to decide, when the time is right. But you must be honest with me, and honest to yourself. I can't think of anywhere I would rather be at this moment. Okay, but if that bard plays that song again... Whatever. Hey, asshole, sing that song again and it'll be your head rolling across the floor.
I'll sing any song I jolly well like.
Is that so? We'll see about that.
Get out. This is a fine establishment. Get out before I call the guards.
Hey lady, get out of my face.
Guards! Guards!
What seemed to be the problem?
Get them out of here. You're both barred.
Okay, you two. You heard the lady.
Hey, this place stinks. We don't care.
That's no way for a lady to behave. I am disgusted with your behavior.
Who said I was a lady?
Out you go.
I know your kind, always sneaking about. Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Hey, don't mention it.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady.
Where shall we go now?
All crafted by the great Orland.
Yeah, okay. I always
himself.
wanted to go there. See what I can find out about my past.
I hope the Empire is sending reinforcements to drive these heathens out of Whiterun.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
We didn't want to come to Whiterun anyway!
I could murder a tankard of ale right now. Watch it!
Guardian, wait. Over there. It was here, the battlefield in my dreams. I remember the walls of the castle. There was a storm. This is the place where the little girl brought me. No, something's missing. It always ends here. Has there been a battle here before? I'm sorry, what? Look, there's a camp over there. Why don't we camp here and stay the night? It might help me know what she's trying to tell me. Yes, I would like that. You can continue with your interrogation if you'd like. Come on. Sure. You know, I love it out in the open. Since I arrived in Skyrim, I've gotten quite used to it. Every time. I know you're not happy with how I've changed, but it's what I want. Anyway, I got you, right? My guardian angel. What will be, will be. If I was to die tomorrow, I would at least die happy. I mean, look at all these beautiful stars. What do you think they're made of? Do you think people live on the moons? Come on, you don't believe that, do you? You're kidding, right? About how we feel about each other? Okay. You know how I feel about you. And I know it's probably a one-way thing if you don't feel the same way. We have been together for so long that it seems like forever. You came for me. You were there for me. You saved my life again and again. You awakened me inside. I feel like a woman for the first time in my life. But it's okay. I'm a big girl now. I can handle it if it's not what you want. What's important is that you are honest about how you feel. At least then, we can move on. So we can be together? Don't just say it if you don't mean it. Since when? I knew I had feelings for you after you made me cry. Until then, I didn't know whether I loved you or hated you. When you said I was just a stupid kid, after that, I didn't know what I was anymore. On the journey back to Angie's, all I could think about was what I had done wrong and how stupid I was, and how right you were. After the Azura thing, I felt I couldn't carry on. The burden was crushing me. The only thing that kept me going was to find my mom and have you by my side. That I could finally go home and you might love me. Dragonborn, will you lie with me tonight? I have never been more sure of anything in my life.
Hey, remember when you tried to kiss me at the Overlook? Well, why don't you try it now? Okay.
Wait here. Just for a moment. I'm wretched and ugly. How can anyone love me? My body is scarred. I'll understand if you don't want to. Dragonborn, are you sure? Oh, my Dragonborn. Yeah, I'm good. Different.
You regretting it? But what? It was okay, wasn't it? Well, what is it? It's cool.
Yes. It was more vivid this time. She was waiting for me on this battlefield. It was pouring with rain. The fighting was over and the dead lay everywhere. She was laughing and skipping through the butchered and cleaved, scaring off the crows. When she saw me, she came right over to me and picked up a sword from the ground. It was so heavy, but she smiled at me and, struggling, lifted it as high as she could above her head. And she shouted at the top of her voice, "Freedom!" She drew a line in the dirt with the sword and then held it out for me to take. But as I tried to take it, she held out her other hand for something in return. But I didn't have what she wanted, so she stopped smiling. Then it went dark. I heard her sobbing again, but I couldn't find her. I don't know. Maybe I never will. Dragonborn, I'm okay, okay? Come on, let's go see Cassius. Hey, Cassius.
Well met, Rigmor. So good to see you looking better.
We're going to the College of Winterhold. I'm hoping to learn about my family.
Is there something wrong? What is it? I see. I noticed you no longer wear your armor, or a weapon. I hope this isn't permanent. You'll be needing it shortly.
Hey, I don't want to go back there, okay? As far as I know, my part in this is done.
Rigmor, there is the threat of an imminent invasion. Have you forgotten that?
I'll just let you all take care of that. Armies fight armies, right? Not young girls.
What if this young girl was to lead an army? Hey, I don't know how or why, but for the last few days, scores of old Nord warriors have been arriving at Ingol's camp from all over Tamriel. They want to see you, Rigmor.
Why are you telling me this?
They are your father's old brigade, the Sons of Talos. They have come to pledge their swords and lives to follow you. Like it or not, they have sworn loyalty to you and you alone.
They don't even know me. I won't do it. I can't do it.
You need to get a grip on yourself, young lady. These men, we will need them in the coming battle. The fate of Skyrim, no, Tamriel even, could depend on you. You need to sort this out, Dragonborn. Whatever it takes. She needs to address these men.
Hey, I'm right here, okay? I'm not invisible. And no! I won't do it. I can't do it. You can't make me.
Hey. I'm sorry, my child. Please forgive me. Hey, everything is going to be okay. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. How about we pretend? All you need to do is go to Ingol's camp and say a few words. Rally them. You can borrow some steel plate I have here, and a sword, only to help out. That's all. Could you do that?
I'll try, okay? Okay. Okay.
What is it? I didn't realize she was in such a bad way, Dragonborn. Please forgive me. I can only hope she recovers in time. We will need her. Of course. It breaks my heart to see her like that, truly. But she must address the Sons of Talos. Until next time.
Forget it. Let's just go, can we?
I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
Rigmor's guardian. And the famous, or perhaps I should say infamous, Rigmor of Bruma. I am honored to make your acquaintance at long last. Yes. Rigmor, why don't you go with Keris? She will take good care of you and explain a little about all that. And possibly might have some heirlooms left in good keeping at the college for your perusal.
Dragonborn? Okay.
Come this way, Rigmor. There's so much to talk about.
This place is so cool. I love it already.
Cool? Are you cold?
It means great. I made it up.
Oh, I've never heard of that. How interesting.
It's a rather long story. Would you like the complete version or just the bare facts? A long time ago, some 200 years to be precise, there was a mercenary by trade known as Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She had a pretty uneventful early life, taking petty contracts until she joined an army of outlaws. The very same outlaw army, led by the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, who marched into the imperial city in the 17th year of the Fourth Era, wresting power from fools the gibbering. It was a sad tragedy then that, after giving birth to a baby girl 3 years later, she became bravely ill and died shortly after at the age of 38. Physicians attribute her death to the unwanted accidental pregnancy at a late age. Titus Mede was besides himself with grief and arrangements, but made for the child to be adopted by the College of Winterhold by royal decree. The infant was duly adopted, and her belongings kept in storage therein. The child was named Morgan. At her coming of age, Morgan of Winterhold was summoned to the imperial city to become imperial court mage to the Mede dynasty, where she later was to become a very powerful influence. Before she left to take up her newly appointed duties, it is rumored she had taken her late mother's Daedric armor and crafted an amulet of Talos from it. She also took a Daedric ceremonial blade her mother had kept as a souvenir to strengthen her mother's bastard sword, with its blade increasing its properties. The Emperor would always seek her guidance in affairs of the Empire. Overshadowing the heir to the dynasty, Athrobus Mede, who was fiercely jealous of this foreign witch, so much so at the event of the Emperor's death, Athrobus Mede struck. Morgan and her husband, a palace guard captain, were accused of a plot to usurp power. Her husband was slain, and Morgan escaped, fleeing Cyrodiil with their only child. Her disappearance only served to confirm the rumors Morgan was the bastard child of Titus Mede I and Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She and her child Morgana were never heard of again. Then, one fine day, Morgan's heirlooms miraculously surfaced. The Falmor had found them buried in a chest belonging to one Ragnar of Bruma. The identity of Rigmor, his only heir, and her history became known to the college. Unfortunately, we were too late to intervene. The college, you see, is duty-bound to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold. Before she leaves here, it is my duty to tell her of her ancestry. The Emperor Titus Mede II is to restore her name and accept her family as part of the Meade dynasty. He is also offering her the position of the recently vacant Countess of Bruma, if she desires it. All she has to do is accept it, and it shall be hers. So now, Guardian, here we are. I am afraid this doesn't concern you anymore, Guardian. Tell her I must. I shall ignore the threatening undertones, Guardian. You see, killing me would serve no purpose. She will eventually come to know. Unless, of course, you intend to lock her away in some dark dungeon, or gallivant around the wilds of Tamriel like a common bandit. Also, I like you. I have a lot of respect for you and your achievements, and you have protected her well. In fact, I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather Rigmor be at this troubling time. With an imminent invasion looming, and all that, it would be prudent to await the outcome of such an event. We would, after all, need to make sure the Emperor is still in residence at the Imperial City. So I will relent and leave the decision to you when to tell her, but I must have your word. Give me your word of honor, Guardian, that as soon as she is fit and well, you will deliver to Rigmor her legacy. I am afraid not. I think our business here is done. Anyway, Guardian, it's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her.
Dragonborn, you have so got to see this. Come on, this way.
I think we had better see what all that commotion is about.
Oh, did you need something?
This armor was left by Morgan of Winterhold. She was an ancestor of mine. Carrie says it belongs to me. Isn't it wonderful? Do you think I should?
Please do, my child. We await with anticipation.
How does it look?
Remarkable. It's a fine example of antique armor forged by the famous Khajiit armorer Zizije. This particular piece was worn by your great-great-grandmother, Morgan of Winterhold, when she accompanied the Emperor Titus Meade I on campaign.
What the hell are these?
Oh, those, yes. Those, dear girl, are breasts.
Why would anyone put breasts on a cuirass?
Ah, well, you see, men wear the cuirass, and women wear what's called the, breastplate. Yes. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage, and then you strike.
Yeah, right. Dragonborn? Oh. Did you know you can dazzle the enemy with your breastplate?
Is that so? I've never heard of that.
Yes, it's true. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage.
Ah.
Interesting.
Not a word will pass my lips. She really does have a wonderful innocence, and it's quite lovable, isn't she? Anyway, Guardian, I think our business here is done. Don't forget to tell the girl when you think she is ready. It's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her. Who knows, one day our paths might cross again.
Yeah, let's get this over with. Can you carry the armor for me? Dragonborn, there's a sword, too. Thank you. Well, Morgan was my great-great-great-grandmother, and her mother was also called Rigmor. But she died, and the college adopted Morgan, and when she came of age became the court mage to the Meade dynasty. How cool is that, Dragonborn? So, the heirlooms I had, when I first met you, Morgan made those from her mother's armor and weapons. But after the Emperor died, she came back to the college and disappeared. She took the heirlooms with her but left behind what we have now. What am I going to say to them? Okay, let's do this.
So it's true. Part of the town did fall into the sea. Oh, is that the College of Winterhold up ahead?
Just pass me Morgan's armor. Now pass me her sword. Yes, I do. Just give me the sword. You really want to know? I feel invincible. I am an unstoppable force. A born killer, widowmaker, a true Nord warrior, and my enemy's worst nightmare. And the scariest thing of all? It excites me. It invigorates me. It is all I have ever known, and I feel good. But once this is done, know this. It will be over. So don't you ever ask me about it again. Do you understand me? Just so you know, I'm not doing this for Cassius, or Ingol, or you. I'm doing this for my father. It's what he would have wanted. I at least owe him this much, considering the failure I've been so far. You never know. He might even forgive me.
I fought with your father in Hammerfell, child. My sword is yours to command.
It's Bruma! Rigmor of Bruma! Rigmor! I served with your father, child. Talos wills it. I served with your father.
Out with it. Need something?
Yeah?
Back off, let her through. Back off, let the child through.
Need something?
Hey, by the gods, she truly is her father's daughter. Silence. Silence. Let the child speak.
You asked for me to come. Here I am. I know you all loved my father, and most of you here, sons and daughters of Talos, will have followed him and fought alongside him with loyalty and honor. You are here today because a new wind blows from the north, and on it rides a new danger, ready to sow the seeds of war. This homecoming is testament to your love for your homeland. This calling of arms, my brothers and sisters, testament to your love of our people. This truce between our former enemy is testament to the peril we face. For a short time, the enemy of our enemy shall become our friends. Because from the north a new enemy is coming, waiting to strike at our homeland. A new danger never before seen, where no one is safe. A new order which comes not to take away our freedom. A new order comes not to occupy and enslave us, but to annihilate us. Our children, our people. To destroy us and burn our lands. To desecrate our shrines and take away everything we hold dear. Well, I say to you, let them come! We will fight them! We will throw them back into the sea! I say to you, let them come! Can you please take me home now?
Rigmor, I served with your father in Hammerfell. Rigmor, I served with your father. I was at the Red Ring.
What? Dragonborn. By the gods.
I hope you haven't caught some kind of bum disease. Oh, sneaking.
I think we had better talk, Dragonborn. What is it? Sethri arrived earlier. What an obnoxious elf. He took a bath in the lake and hasn't gotten dressed since. He has been annoying Angie, too. You might want to tell him to put some clothes on. I tried to tell him earlier, but he insists it's his farmhouse, and he thinks he can do whatever he likes. Yes, he's around somewhere. How has Rigmor been? That's good to know.
Dragonborn. Thank you, Dragonborn, for being here for me. Yes, I will. Good night, Dragonborn.
Need something?
Tidings.
Fear not. I'm not naked. I've got a pair of pants on.
You would do well to make yourself decent. There are ladies present.
Whoa there. We don't all have a huge mansion in Torval. It's the heat. Well met. The invasion fleet you're expecting. It's been spotted out to sea off the coast of Morrowind. Thought you'd want to know. They should be here any time soon.
Tidings. Our allies are ready to pounce. Once the invasion starts, countermeasures will be taken. The Dominion is waiting for the moment to strike on the Isle. Once the new order lands in Skyrim, Mead will feign troop movements north to expose the Southern Army and crush them on the border of Cyrodiil. Yes.
How does a man get some decent food around here? Talking about plans.
Well met, Dragonborn. Ingle and I thought it wise to discuss the coming invasion. Do you have any suggestions regarding the defense of Skyrim from the enemy forces?
We could try and throw them back into the sea, but we don't know when or where they'll land. We'll be outnumbered, so we have to choose our ground wisely.
The swamps around Hjalmark are not suited to Legion tactics. We will become bogged down. The mud will kill us.
They have only a few options open to them, too. What's the bet they'll avoid Solitude and Windhelm and go for broke?
Yes. If I were in Adriath's position, I would avoid a lengthy siege. He doesn't even know if the Southern Army group will advance in good time, if at all it defeats Titus's army. So a suppressing force on the Pale Border and one at Dragon Bridge will effectively cut off Solitude and Windhelm, while the main bulk of troops head straight for Whiterun. That's what I would do. As Ingall just said, go for broke.
Yeah, he has to get his army out of the swamp immediately, like a lightning strike within 24 hours of landing. If they take the city of Whiterun, the war in Skyrim is over. He would be free to take Solitude and Windhelm at will.
He'll protect his flank.
Setri, for heaven's sakes, put some clothes on.
With a small force. As you wish. I'll go get dressed.
Hey. Excellent. The walls will protect our right flank. He has no choice but to come for us. We can draw his main force into ground of our choosing and take the head off the serpent.
Hey. The classic textbook maneuver. Pin them down and outflank their left. We can use the Whiterun garrison to boost my numbers.
What is it? There's two options open for him, through the mountain pass at Labyrinthian, or across the plains via Dragon Bridge. Either way, we will be waiting outside the city. With my encampment on the Pale Border and Ingall's camp outside Windhelm, he would need a protracted campaign to take that area, so he will avoid it.
Come, Cassius. We can discuss the logistics on the way back to our garrisons. We'll keep you informed of the situation, Guardian. Hey.
Hey.
Greet. Yes, but you mentioned Rigmor's memory has returned? We need to make one more connection. We need to find something that will link her to the past. Maybe something from her childhood? You have spoken to her at length. Has she confided in you? Something very personal she feel guilty about? That he trained her to be the son he never had? She told that to me. And with all that has gone on, maybe she doesn't feel worthy of her task set by her father. None of that was her fault. There was nothing she could have done to protect her father, or more importantly in this case, her mother. Only hate and revenge fueled her until recently. Now Sigun is safe, but what of her father's love? We must reconnect her with the past. She needs to rediscover her father's love. It must come from a source not connected with her life since he was murdered. Sometimes it can be an item. Do you know of anything? Maybe Sigun would know. Has she mentioned about Rigmor's childhood? Don't worry, she will be fine. Give her time. Go and speak to Sigun.
Well met. Yes, the one she gave to the little dark elf girl. Why are you asking? It was just a piece of old dowling with a sackcloth dress and string hair. She called it Jenny. I hope one day this will all be over so I can take her home. Maybe we can live a normal life. Start over. I hope the doll helps.
Well met.
Dragonborn?
Why are we sneaking?
Want me to come with you? Hey, I would love that. Okay, Dragonborn, wait. Over here. You know, it's such a beautiful day. I thought maybe we could walk. Don't be such an old moaner. Indulge me. Who said anything about a bridge? Come on, Dragonborn. Where's your sense of adventure? Come on, race you to the other side. Okay.
I knew it. I knew my father was a hero and he didn't just run away.
I wonder why that is. What are you talking about? She ran away. Oh, the gods. What happened? What did this cult want with her? Dragonborn, that's scary. But what's the connection with the wolves? Wow. That's amazing. Well, I'm guessing you slew them all. The vampires, I mean? Sorry, what? Come on, let's go. It's so beautiful here. It's so cold in the mountains. We could never have afforded to live in the Imperial City, Coral, or Cheydinhall. Leyawind was too far south. When I was a little girl, we kids would sneak out of the walls of the city and head south into the Great Forest. The trees were so huge, Dragonborn. In the mornings or towards the evening, the mist would rise from the ground. It had an amazing, mystical feel about it. At times we were sure we could see faces in the trees, and at any moment they would come to life. We would scare ourselves and just run and run. My dad, he would come look for us. He would blow a Nordic horn, and we knew it was time to go home. He would be waiting for me, with a smile on his face, and would start slowly jogging back to our house. I would try to race him, but no matter how fast I ran, I could never catch up. I would be so scared he would scold me, but he never did, ever. And then it all turned to crap. Come on, let's move on.
You know, I used to enjoy long walks as a kid. As soon as we got out of Bruma, away from the snow, we would take off our shoes just so we could feel the ground under our feet. We would never go too far down the valley, you know, where the lake was. But we would make dens and tree houses. And as soon as I saw Riften, you know, I fell in love with it right away. It reminds me of home so much. Not Bruma, you know, the forests and stuff. A good long walk helps me focus, blow out the cobwebs. I'm trying, Dragonborn. Believe me, I'm trying.
Dragonborn? You know you said back in Winterhold you needed to speak with Malsum about business. What did the old Altmer want? Did it concern me? Are you sure? Reese was being a bit weird, you know. Yeah, so did I. But you didn't answer my question. Why is everyone so concerned about me? Right. Come on. That's quite a view, huh? How does it make you feel? You know, sitting here by the lake? Look at the water, Dragonborn. It's crystal clear, cold, inviting. The sound of the water lapping on the bank makes me feel liberated. The light reflecting on the surface is like music to me. All the answers to every question asked bounces in that light. Look too deep, you don't see anything. It's all dark. But for the light on the surface.
What do I see? Okay. Look out over the lake, then close your eyes. I see beautiful green fields of grass and golden fields of wheat, only made brighter by the sun. The faint scent of melons is in the air, along with crickets chirping and birds singing. A little girl is running through a wheat field, making deep tracks as her hands brush against its ears. She realizes they're prickly and she laughs, and a little dog runs alongside, barking with excitement. A farmer is shaking his fist, but she keeps running, laughing louder and louder. Life is a thrill. The sun is setting, and she doesn't really care about anything. She makes her way up the cold, icy stream with her little friend through the brambles and thick evergreen. It isn't even her dog. It just wanted to play, to jump into the icy pool and fetch the stick. The deep golden rays of the dying sun, its red fingers softly caress all it touches, as the little girl, once again feeling the cold of the snow under her bare feet, heads towards the huge shadow of a man that has come to meet her. His face cracked with the biggest of smiles, and she runs and jumps full pelt, her arms outstretched, into the dark, smothering safety of his loving arms. No. You are amazing. Come on, let's go.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Why in goodness name did you have it? Never mind.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
That would be cool. We never got a chance last time we were here. What is it you need?
Okay. Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Out with it. I'll take my leave then.
Hey, an inn.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough. but
You
it
gonna
puts some
buy
coin in my
something?
pocket.
Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
Nope. Sorry.
You gonna stare all... I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet. Just what you see here.
So pleased to see you. Your marks of Devella are ready.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it. Oh, splendid.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold
What are
is
you
a
doing that
mistake.
for?
Nope. Sorry.
To do with
Nothing.
Devella, but whatever are they for?
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more from me?
Oh, just
I
what
don't
you
know
see
that.
here.
Why take a chance?
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Hey, you. Yes, you, matey. Over here. Can't find what you're looking for? I'm your man. Hey. Name's Jimmy Tenfingers, at your service. You looking for a good bargain? I got just what you might need. A gold necklace. All legit. It's just, I need some gold quickly, like. Poor old auntie, she took a nasty fall, you see. I need to help her get her back on her feet. Oh well, if you can't find what you're looking for, give me a shout. I can guarantee to get you what you need, and pretty pronto. What is it you want, some
Looking to stay
skooma?
alive? Why take a chance?
Ah, kid's doll. So you're looking to make a doll for your daughter? Like I said, I'm your man. I'm guessing then it's for the girl you arrive with. Tell you what, tell me what you need, I'll get the stuff. But you take the necklace off me hands as well. I'll do you a good deal. Can't come all the way to Riften Market and leave empty-handed now. I'm sure your pretty little friend would appreciate it. Seeing as I'm feeling all charitable, it's yours for 100 gold. Hang about here, I'll be back in a jiffy.
Buy armor from Grelka.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance? Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka. You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Hey, an inn.
What in the name of oblivion do you want? I don't
Looking
have
to stay
time for
alive?
idle
Why
chit-chat.
take a
What is it?
chance?
Out of my way.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Sure, sure. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Hey. They don't call me Ten Fingers for nothing. Here you go. Can't hang about. Need to attend to my boat. Need anything else sometime? You know where to find me.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
You know, if I ever had to choose between Bruma or Riften, that would be a hard call.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
What? Nah, I'm all good.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Oh my days, Dragonborn. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Buying and selling fine jewelry.
Dragonborn, we've been walking all day and my legs are tired. And
Oh, good.
oh, har har.
As soon as possible.
Okay,
Try it
let's
out.
go.
What would you need a leather harness for anyway?
It's a religious thing.
Beautiful marble. Gemstone over here.
Hey, where you headed? What's in it for me? Climb aboard.
Looking to stay alive.
Yeah, that was quite something, right? Sure.
Rigmor!
Hey. They've already taken Morthal. As far as we know, a battalion of enemy Bosmer auxiliaries are already heading for Dragon Bridge. And advance units are in the mountain pass heading straight for Whiterun. Cassius and I immediately moved our men to the designated ground outside Whiterun. Consider it done, friend.
Well met. Lose? I'm afraid it's a little too late for that. You see, everyone is counting on you, Dragonborn. And I don't mean just Rigmor or Sigun, or even Angie and Sorella. Can you imagine the fate that awaits the people of Skyrim if you lose? Even if Mead does defeat the army in the south. How long would it take him to muster the force to dislodge Adriath from the strongholds, if at all he can? I'll wager he'll just fortify his northern border and try to be all diplomatic. He'll cut Skyrim loose. Let's face it, Skyrim's expendable. A mountainous, cold, desolate place filled with dissent and unrest. This barren land will become the beginnings of a new dominion, of an elven god king in waiting. No, losing is not an option. Only do or die, Dragonborn. Do or die. And on that light note, I think I'll hit the sack. Just go out there and do what you do. Ingol, Varon, and all those brave men and women out there believe in you. They would follow you into hell if you commanded it. They all know you went into oblivion and came out alive, that you kicked ass. Do you know what they're calling you out there? Guardian General. Don't underestimate yourself, my friend. Even if they have the numbers, it doesn't give them a victory, by a long chalk. It's all about the morale, terrain, weather, taking risks, and of course, a bit of luck. Seize the moment, Dragonborn. As it happens, if by perchance you do lose and your head finds a nice new home on the battlements of Whiterun, I have a nice little bolt hole in Morrowind where I'll be happy to take all my current residents I have living here, so don't you worry now. As you wish, Dragonborn, as you wish.
Dragonborn, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm sorry. I love you too, silly. I'm sorry I let you down. Thank you. You have. What is it? Jenny!